Tervitus kõigile Eesti Jalgpalliliidu YouTube kanali vaatajatele. Oleme tulnud täna Ibise hotelli, kus majutub neil päevil Eesti saalijalgpallikoondise peatreener Mikko Kytölä, kellega võtame natukene pulkadeks lahti seda ala, mis on justkui pildis, aga samas millest keskmine eestlane ilmselt veel väga palju ei tea. Räägime natukene Eesti saalijalgpalli arengust ja proovime mõista, kuidas saavad saalijalgpall ja murujalgpall teineteisele kasulikud olla. Kuna Mikko saab eesti keelest aru, aga natukene, aga veel kõige paremini räägi, siis teeme selle intervjuu inglise keeles. Hi Mikko.
Hi, tere.
How are you feeling? You're in Estonia. There's some training games behind from the past weekend. Something interesting coming up. How do you feel?
I feel excellent. We had a really good camp. This camp was mainly for checking new players, and I think we made progress and definitely saw some interesting players. We have in 2 months we will play for the first time in Estonian futsal history. We will play the main round qualification games for the World Cup. So that will be the main objective for this season.
In what state is Estonian futsal right now? How would you describe it? How is Estonian futsal doing?
We are a growing nation for sure. The league is developing still, and we are trying to help to create good futsal environments for players, and it's only through this that we can also develop in the international stage with national teams. But during the last 3 years there has been a significant progress for sure.
Compare Estonia to the time when you came here and where we are now. As I said, futsal is probably something that people don't know that much about. It's not really on the big picture yet, but how would you say? You already said there has been a progress, but how has futsal evolved over that time?
Yeah, so we came here 23 December. I believe that since then we have gotten much more people into futsal, so we have spread the futsal virus, so to say, and there are a growing number of people who are passionate about futsal, and I don't want to be too result oriented, but we have also made some important results, like qualifying with the under 19 team for the first time to the main round, and now with the men's adult team. Moreover, this season we are starting the women's national team activity, which is also a great step forward.
Before we go to Estonian futsal more deeply, walk us a little bit through your journey. In Estonia, it's very common that kids go to football trainings, but futsal trainings for kids are not something that we hear a lot about. How did your journey start in futsal, and how has it proceeded since then?
My background is in fact in football, of course, like all players my age in Finland come from football. However, we did train during the winter time. We always trained in inside sala, inside hall, with parquet and with futsal ball. So futsal was an essential part of the training, of my training process and my childhood. So I played football until I think 26 or 7 years old, and when I was studying in university I completely switched to futsal, and I became increasingly crazy about the sport, and saw that I think my characteristics suit the sport, suit futsal really well, so I wanted to pursue that career, and I played many years in the national team, and we had a good futsal community in Finland, and we had this 10 years span of huge development, and we eventually became like Europe's, if not top tier, at least the second tier team in Europe, a serious futsal nation, which Finland is now at the moment as well. And yeah, that's in short, that's my journey. And now, as my player career has ended, I'm focusing on coaching and developing myself as a coach, and every day I see new aspects of this game, and it's a never-ending journey. For sure.
You said that you think your characteristics fit to futsal very well. What does it mean?
For me, it was the speed of decision making, the technical qualities, and also for me I had a brain to fast, quick adaptate and learn new things, and I was curious to learn the futsal specific things, like how to control the ball with the sole of the foot to different directions, and how to cooperate kahdemängien koste, and so on. And also the collective aspect I liked a lot, that you are all the time very much intensively involved inside the game, so to say, when you play futsal. So this was something that in my opinion, suited me really well.
Do you think you have to be a little bit of a futsal nerd to work in it so deeply, or how do you see this?
Well, I'm guilty as charged. Yeah, I'm a complete futsal nerd for sure, and I like every aspect of it. So I like watching, following futsal, thinking about futsal, and whenever I read a book, I read it to lens of futsal. What can I take it to our sport from this, whatever the topic of the book, whether it's philosophy, psychology. So yeah, and I don't know if you have to be a nerd to play futsal, of course not, or to coach, but I am for sure.
Compare a little bit the sports of football and futsal. Many players transition from football players to futsal players when their career reaches towards the end. Some do it even before. But what are the things that futsal needs more? Like, what characteristics are needed in futsal more than in football? What are the main things that the players have to pay attention to not just play football indoors, but to play futsal?
First of all, I think we need to understand that the sports are not so different. They are really close relatives, absolutely, and I think they are in many ways compatible, so that they can enrich each other. My point of view is, of course, that what we can learn from football, what futsal can learn from football, but the other way around is absolutely a relevant question and interesting topic as well. So what can football and football players take from futsal? And I believe futsal can be used as a learning tool for football players in many senses. Like I said, the speed and the demand for quick decision making is one of them, and also the different kind of touches and more elegant and more the closeness to the ball, and these things, technical aspects, can also enrich, let's say, a football player like repertoire. Also, there's because you need to all the time be involved in futsal, and you need to be present in the game. You never can hide. So there's constant demand for cost, and these small details in cost, like what is the angle for wall pass and everything, when you can attack the space, how you do smarkamento, how you get out of the marcation. These become like more highlighted in futsal, and I think football players can, and coaches as well, can benefit from futsal in that sense too.
Do you feel like in Estonia there is somewhat more, I don't want to say artificial job needed to be done because of the weather, also in Finland, because of the weather that we have here? When we think about Southern Europe or Latin America, there's kids playing outdoors in small football fields all the time, and that's also kind of like the basics of futsal when you play 2 against 2, 3 against 3. But in Estonia and Finland we need to do a bit more. Do you agree?
I would say that futsal is perfect sport for our climate, because we have bad weather a big part of the year, so this is a good reason to go inside. And actually this is one of the reasons futsal was developed in Uruguay in 1930s, because of bad weather. So let's develop a sport that we can, the most interesting sport in the universe, that we can play inside. We are in a similar situation in Estonia and Finland. Of course we have now, and I guess we have here also a lot of football indoor halls with artificial grass, but on one hand you also have a lot of indoor halls where you can play futsal, and why not to play futsal on artificial grass? Why not? And how you can play futsal? I think it's easy. Take a futsal ball and see how the game becomes a little bit different. Maybe the players will have more time to, because it's easier probably to control. So maybe they will have more time to look for passes, cooperations, to make decisions. I don't know. This is just my educated guess, let's say.
If you think about Estonian futsal in general, as you said, Finland has been developed into a strong futsal country. What do you see? What are the main things that we can take over from Finland, for example, and how much can you do about it? How much do you see those things?
Well, this broad question, but from the point of view of national team, it's very important to help the clubs to create good futsal environments. And also, I think one very important aspect is that football coaches and players could see the benefits of futsal and insert futsal somehow into their curriculums or training programs, let's say. I think this would be a major step for football, but for futsal as well.
We're making quite a big step by the end of this year in terms of coach education also, because there's not going to be good players without good coaches. Talk us through a little bit of the futsal coaching system. We are going to host a course now that's going to be the first time this thing happens. What is it, and how is it going to be?
Yeah, so this autumn we are launching the UEFA Futsal C pilot course, for first time. In fact, here in Estonia it will be 120 hours or so. Because of the Olympic Committee demands, it has to be compatible with this. And the UEFA Futsal education path is that you first have the UEFA Futsal C, which they now launched for the first time. It used to be done by the
association.
Yeah, exactly. And now it will be under UEFA also, and then we will have the UEFA Futsal B, more for, let's say, for league level coaches, and more close to elite level coaches. And finally, UEFA Futsal A, for which at the moment we don't have big demand in Estonia, but I think we can also collaborate with Finland in the future, and we will see what will happen. But for sure, interesting things in the region of education too.
Do you see that the popularity of the sport is growing rapidly, or is it just like still a little sport? Do you see that the popularity of futsal has been growing rapidly over these years that you have been here, and how much does the coach education part help to grow it faster?
I have only gut feeling. Maybe I'm a little bit like in a national team bubble, that I'm very much focused, have been very much focused in the national team, men's national team. But my gut feeling is that there's a growing number of people who are more and more passionate about futsal, and the community is becoming larger, and also that we are starting to overlap more with football. At least this is what I hope is the development, and this is what I personally want to be promoting.
And for the end, let's talk a little bit about the social side of futsal. When I was with Team Norway in April in Ida-Virumaa, we walked into the Jõhvi sports hall, and then suddenly one like the team manager said that, oh, this is Mikko, we used to play together. Are these things common in futsal, and how do you see like the social side of the sport, because futsal is still very much smaller than football?
Yeah, I think futsal community is great. I think 99% of my friends are from futsal, and it's a passionate community for sure, globally, and people like to support and connect with each other a lot. And for absolutely, it has to be. It's smaller than the more compact than the football community for sure.
Thank you, Mikko, for this talk. If you have anything else to say that I couldn't ask about, because I'm still also kind of a rookie in the futsal field, then feel free to say it. Is there anything you would want to say about Estonian futsal, the development of the sport, or anything else about it?
There are so many things I want to say, but already your questions have covered a lot, and I think if we make any longer video, then people will get bored. But I only want to say that please come to see our main round qualification games. 20th of October in Rakvere we will play against Ukraine, a really top nation in the world of futsal. Come there.